Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Colleen Tarot. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on August 1st or 2nd, 2026. Keep in mind, tarot's timeless. I'm just giving you the date so you know I don't repost. If you like my videos, I post here every day at 11:15 p.m. And if you like more Aquarius videos, I have another channel, Aquarius by Aquarius. I also post over there every day for you, twice a day. You might hear music outside. My neighbors have got it cranked up. Anyways, happy Friday night, I guess. There is somebody who, I don't know, I got Candle in the reverse, I got Digital Love, I got Five of Wands, I got Page of Cups. I don't know, somebody might have put a little love spell. We're going to see once it come out. I don't want to just throw that out there, but that's kind of like what's coming, like, to me, like, somebody doesn't want it to be over. So I feel like this could be an ex of somebody, if that's the case. Anyway, we're going to see what wants to come out. Maybe somebody's doing some other kind of stuff. But Candle in reverse, I just, when I saw that, I felt like someone could be doing some sort of candle magic, or spell work, or, love spell. I don't know. We're going to see what wants to come out. Anyway, guys, before I start your reading, I want to be the first one to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. I want to thank you guys for being here, for sharing your time and energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here. Whew. We got Lionsgate upon us in about 7 more days, but it's really upon us already. I'm going to do a reading about that tomorrow, I believe. Test results reverse. Blocked passion. Ooh. Somebody done cut somebody off until they get test results. Ooh. Okay. Oh shit, Aquarius. Test results. Blocked passion. Alright, we're not going to do anything until we get the test results. So somebody's waiting on test results. What is that for? I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. Plot twist. Plot twist. Okay. Alright. We got a plot twist. Test result not in. But the passion is blocked. Probably until the test results come in. That's a lot that wants to come out. Big break wants to show up. Possessiveness. Going broke. Okay. I see if anyone's under some sort of like, if someone's trying to control another person, I see, and if someone's using spell work to do that, I definitely see someone's going to go broke. Someone's definitely not going to be able to use a form of magic to control a person. But that's not anything to do with this over here. This is a whole separate situation going on. Somebody who's tried to control you or a situation or an outcome is going to go broke. All right. And maybe it's this, maybe it is tied into this, especially if there's a test result here. All right. Okay. Clean slate in the reverse. So some things you cannot fix. Some things that can't be fixed. Oh boy. Balance your emotions. Chakras are reverse. Yeah. That's interesting, but it's so true. It's hard to balance. Like, if you're mad, like, it's hard to go have a Zen moment, isn't it? But really, we're in control of our emotions. Our emotions, that's like one of the things we can control, right? We can control ourselves, but it takes a great amount of practice and wisdom and just a bunch of stuff a lot of us got to be older for. You know, I see an energy here that someone is putting things to a halt. I think that's part of the plot twist. There's something that's going down that can't be fixed. Now, if someone has went against you, because look, these chakras are reversed, or someone is not aligned with their destiny and their path, all right? So these are changes that are going to force a person into their destiny or path. It happens. It happens to Aquarius. It happens to everybody. I'll never forget. I was around 40. I think I was around 40. And I lost my job. I had no income. I had to start selling stuff to pay bills. It was a very, very hard time in my life. And it forced me to go into something else, which I then left and went into this. Because then I went into something else, and then that's where I met my twin flame. My twin flame being a catalyst, and not me even not knowing anything about a term twin flame. I just believed in soulmates. Then it brought me into this. So if there's something that's like ending in your money life, let it end. Even if you don't understand it, even if you like it. Because I lost a job that I absolutely loved that job. I didn't like the people that I worked for, but I loved the people that I worked with, if that makes any sense. And I do see someone could be losing their job because they're not aligned. It's not aligned on no level of chakras here. But I also feel if someone is trying to gain their freedom, and they're in a relationship that's controlling and they can't make money, they can't get a car, they can't do a lot of things, that just know that there's going to be some break with that, because that is confining somebody. Clean slate. Some things can't be repaired. Yeah, if someone's controlling you, it's going to be real hard to repair a relationship like that with someone. It's going to be real hard for a person to get healed and completely turn around, at least anytime soon. Plot twist. Got me curious. Blocked passion, I'm sure, has something to do with the test results. Like, we're not sleeping together until we take our tests, or someone's pregnant, or someone needs a clearance for health. Yeah, I don't know. Test result. But love spell is here. You see, I did feel that somebody put a love spell. And it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire, you know. Stuff like that always does. It just always does. It just backfires in the most peculiar ways. Like, you couldn't make it up, the way that these things backfire. Like, some people who mess around and do this stuff a lot, they just end up with the oddest things that like 5% of the people on the planet have. It's not saying everyone does, but it's just like, it's a karma that comes back, that it's just like you can't explain it, you can't pinpoint where it came from, and the only thing that makes sense but will never be able to be proven scientifically is that it's someone's karma. I mean, it's spiritual, you know? But I do see freedom for someone who's being under possession, and I do see someone's going to great lengths to not lose control. If this is a lover, this lover is hitting somebody with love spells to get a person back, because they don't want to lose control, they don't want to lose that love, or they don't want to lose the income attached to the love, whatever. Somebody is using some magic. Love spell magic. Cassettes in the reverse, memories of the old days, or maybe somebody, I don't know. There's Keys on a Ring, which talks about a fling, so I don't know. I don't know if you left an extra special impression on somebody in the past or what. But we have somebody sort of mirroring, right? And I've been hearing a lot about mirroring lately, and I've been hearing it in a way of, like the other day in the reading, Man in the Mirror, and mirroring here, it's like the mirror is always showing us something about ourselves, right? So, what is the mirror showing us about a person putting and using love spells? Why does a person do that? What is that mirroring? I don't know. For me, it's like confidence and control issues, right? Someone doesn't have the confidence to do it on their own, and someone has control issues, tendencies. We have Temperance sideways and Ten of Wands sideways. See, that someone's going to lose. Someone's playing a game that they're going to lose, especially with you. And control that doesn't ever win or work out, not for long. You can control an Aquarius for a while, but not forever. And it's going to depend on what stage Aquarius is at in their journey. I feel like nobody can be controlled forever. But definitely not the damn sign of freedom. We live for that free spirit. The full reverse, yeah. This is definitely talking about a lot of freedom. And the High Priestess, somebody's down here scrubbing the floors on their hands and knees. They look like they're high out of their damn mind. Marge looks high. And Marge is not paying attention that she's just aimlessly scrubbing the floor. She could be using spiritual wash, and that could be telling you to mop your floor spiritually. There are lots of ways to do it. I might start doing, I don't know. I'm a little torn. I might start doing little shorts of how to sort of like energetically cleanse, because some people just need a hands-on approach. Sometimes people just need a hands-on approach to cleansing their environment, space, and all that. But I see someone here is trying to get, looks like an ex or someone you've got children with or were married to is trying to use some spell work to get you back. Or their family is using it. This is obviously not everyone's reading, but so yeah, somebody in the environment here is trying to keep you tied to them. And they might go broke as well. This person could go broke because they won't be able to do that. So that means someone could lose their job. This is hard. I don't wish stuff like this on nobody, but if somebody's using spell work and the universe has a special plan and the spell work is interrupting with that, well, then something's going to happen with that spell work. It won't work. And someone could end up really regretting it by going broke and absolutely having no money for materials to create spells. Now, if it's not like somebody's ex, it could be that, like I said, someone's ex's family or someone who have children and it's tied to a family. Three of Pentacles. I mean, there's all kind of stuff going on. This is heavily like somebody's doing things to control the outcome because children are involved or because someone's just trying to get a relationship back because they want to have children. And some of you, most of you, this is just an ex who wants back in. All right. Things are not going good in their life. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. And Temperance sideways. That's literally shit going sideways in their world. Sagittarius energy. What's weird is I see two people high. I'd see two people get along good if they're high. You know, like Marge and Homer. They're getting along good if they're high. But, I don't know why this sticks out, but in the recent past, what's interesting, there was a breakup in the recent past, and so I feel like somebody is not able to keep someone tied into a relationship anymore with that devil energy here. I feel like someone, I mean, I do feel like someone could be doing the spell work. That is for somebody, but I feel like what was keeping two people together is they were toxic together in some way. And so one person's toxic traits were a crutch or an open door to another person's. And like they just relied on that with each other. But I feel like recent past something happened or something changed. Either there was a breakup or some like two people tried to get sober together and it didn't work out. Not at the same time. And you know, it could have worked out because maybe it caused a breakup, but it's also like, in other words, it doesn't make sense to be in a relationship long term for these two unless these two plan to stay high their entire life. Because they're not going to get along straight. Not specific, that's not everyone. But I do feel like someone has tried to, what do they call it? When someone feeds into your weaknesses, you know, to keep you. It's like when you're good looking, right? And someone is always trying to feed you and fatten you up so nobody else wants you. You know what I mean? It's like someone wouldn't want another person to have you, but yet somebody also, like, you wouldn't be able to normally just get along with this person. You'd have to be in an altered state of mind. And that's what I'm showing for this reading. Okay, maybe it's not you specifically, maybe it's someone around you and you're like, oh yeah, I know you're talking about those two don't get along unless they're high or drinking or whatever. But it's kind of like that. So now what's crowning this is, do we have a relationship or not? Well, if we got to be messed up to be together, I'd say not. I'd say that's the first clue. If you got to drink to sleep with the person you're with, nope. If you got to drink to smile and laugh with the person you're with, you can't do it without it. These are all red flags. It's really sounding like a person who has to drink to cope with another person. So somebody's looking at that here. So I really feel like recently someone did try to be in a healthy lifestyle, which is very grouchy, like ready to bite someone's head off. Like, I can't do this. 10 of Wands and Temperance. King of Cups, yeah, drinking. In the reverse, maybe someone tried to quit drinking and they were just an absolute, like... But anyway, we do got karma here. We got justice here in the reverse and karma right next to it. So we have justice and judgment. This is karma and this is a test. And someone here is really trying to pass this test, but it's rough. Someone's trying to quit something. Someone's trying to quit something. Looks like drinking or something like this. And they realized that they could not be around a person unless they were drinking. This is serious. So either somebody's going to have to stay coping, drinking, or doing something, or somebody's going to have to get out of that relationship and get with someone that don't do it. That's what this shit's about. Someone want to trade up the donut for the banana? Somebody want to trade up the beer for this or that? Somebody need to trade up this magic though, because this is the karma part that's going to come back. The magic is the karma that's going to smack somebody straight up. Bap, bap, bap. Yeah, that karma one is the one I'd worry about. Trying to get the High Priestess clarified here, but it just went to the Two of Swords reverse on a self position, so I'm gonna leave that right there. I'll get to that in a minute. Tell me, give me one of the High Priestess. Maybe it's a secret. Someone's planning on making a move here or leaving somebody. Yeah, someone made up their mind. That's what the secret is. Give me one more. Strength in reverse, Leo energy. Someone's made a decision about maybe an Aries, Leo, Sag, or someone's made a decision and they're going to change and do some sort of action. I don't know if their action is going to be karma for somebody, but all I know is someone's getting single, and it looks like someone's getting single who's trying to clean their life up because they realize they can't be living the life they're living with who they're with, or they can't stay living that life if they want to change it. It looks like someone wants to change up for a healthier lifestyle, life decisions. Yep. So, somebody, it looks like, could be currently with a person who enables the bad habits. Like maybe one person likes to get high, the other person likes to drink. All right, so it's like, you do your thing and I'll do my thing, and together we'll just enable the fuck out of each other until one of us fall off society here. And I really feel like these two tried to go clean together. They just couldn't do it. It's not funny. I'm sorry, but I just know what it's like to feel that way. You're an absolute bitch or an asshole. I was. So I'm laughing at myself. I know the feeling. I would not put that on anyone, but that's what's going on here. And looks like one of these want to come towards you because they're hurting. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles in the recent past. Lovers, yeah. Someone decided to call it quits. I can't do it no more. I just can't do it no more. I can't. I got to drink to be with you. I can't do it. This can even be stuff where people want to come out of the closet and stuff like that, where they just walk away from relationships. I mean, these eclipses, stuff, crazy shit like this could definitely happen. I don't know. Just depends on who needs to hear what message, okay? Not every message will fit for you, but this is definitely a major change in relationships, and that's what definitely I'd expect, major changes in relationships, especially when truth comes out, when heart and minds align, and all of this and that. Manifestations happen. Yeah. But the one getting the most karma is the one, anybody who practices some magic here. Tell me about the Hierophant. It's what's crowning this. Are we going to be in a relationship or not? Are we going to stay in a relationship? Are we going to get into a relationship? We're going to do this, or we're going to go on to higher level relationships. The Empress reverse, the King of Pentacles reverse. Dang. King of Pentacles reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn reverse. Page of Swords in the upright is trying to figure out or find out about the Chariot reverse, about should I go toward the Empress or not. Empress is in the reverse. So there's a person who's showing up to have some sort of money, or they have maybe Earth in their chart and they're thinking about, should I go toward the Empress? Or maybe someone has Cancer or Taurus. Well, the near future is Aquarius. It's the Fool. It's the journey. What's going on with it? Three of Pentacles, that's where you guys are going to have to talk. So the near future is you and this person having some sort of conversation. You're over here doing your thing, pouring water into the earth. You have justice in the reverse behind you and someone watching you on the internet. So I feel like you have somebody trying to watch your every move as to whatever they can see what's available online, or I don't know what vicinity this person can watch you from, because I don't know if you guys work together. Maybe somebody watches your work online, or somebody watches you from cameras online at work. I don't know. I don't know. But the near future is somebody gets single and somebody gets away from this other energy that was enabling them to hurt themselves or not live their best, highest life. So because an individual wants to live a better life, a healthier life, a happier life, they're coming toward you, because the only way they can live life with this other person is drunk, high, or whatever, not in the natural state of mind. So the self position is Two of Swords reversed. My mind is made up. I am leaving this karmic, maybe Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, going away. After all this time, I am leaving this. I've made up my mind. That's what someone's saying. After all this time, or it's a Virgo, Leo, Aries, Sag involved. I've made up my mind. I'm doing this. Okay. The environment is toxic. It's not good. Yeah, Seven of Cups reverse. Maybe someone does drink too much. Death card reverse. Somebody's like, look, I need to change this because I'm hurting myself. I'm hurting my health. I'm hurting my life. Like, whatever. Somebody moves on, even though they may have to take a loss, because someone may be taking a loss financially to move on in some form. All right. The Three of Pentacles. Somebody wants to talk to you. Someone who's watching online wants to talk to you. Okay, we have here you twice, Aquarius. We also have Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, and we have Libra. So somebody definitely wants to talk to you. You just don't know it, and they're watching you. However they can watch you, I guess. The outcome is a lot. A lot going on. Tell me about the outcome. Somebody wants to talk to you, so someone's going to have to reach out, or vice versa. Eight of Swords, this person who's stuck in their mind, watching online, going to have to get out of that. And they realize that. The Hanged One reverse is what it landed on. Now over here, this King of Pentacles is what this card landed on. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Page of Wands. It might be an earth sign who's thinking about reaching out and who is watching, because it landed over here. Now somebody wants to surrender. The person who's watching wants to surrender. Tell me about that. We have Aries, Leo, Sag in the reverse, and we have the Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person is going through an ending with a karmic, or, you know, this person, and like they're moving out. There's some sort of life event that's happening right now for somebody so that they can get single. And so there's stuff going on around the home and around money and back and forth. So that is what's actually happening here in the outcome before this person can align with you, or before you can align with them. But someone is absolutely surrendered. Queen of Swords is in the reverse. The Moon is in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. This person can come up unexpectedly. You might not be expecting them. Earth and strong earth and strong air. So, and we have Sagittarius in the reverse. So like the person who is broken up with is going to try to get back in again, and that person is going to be going through a lot of karma if they are doing some sort of magic, because I feel like judgment's going to kick in. So I feel like the karmic is going to use or do one more negative thing against you and another person who look like you guys are happy together. And they're going to wish they never done that, because something's going to happen like immediately. immediately, and it's going to cause them to regret it. Tell me about the Five of Cups reversed. That's where karma is going to come in real big. Five of Wands, yeah. It landed on this Queen of Cups reverse. So there's something happening to a Queen of Cups. I don't know if it's a female water sign, but there's judgment that's going to come instantly as soon as somebody goes against, I don't want to say goes against you and this person, but it's like if somebody's doing spell work, something's going to come down instantly. It's going to be returned instantly, not the next lifetime, not the following month, instantly. And someone's going to regret it because they're going to know that whatever it was that they just did is why they just went through something. This has come out like last year around the holiday time. So you got a person who is from the past, wants to get back in, who was a person in a relationship and a person who could be trying to do some spell work. If they are, they're going to have some major karma. Something's going to come back and hit them instantly. That's all I know. There's a person who's watching you, who's thinking about getting out of their head here. Okay. But this is a person who looks like they're in a relationship with someone who's enabling them not to be their higher self. So tell me more about this. Take the test and blocked passion. The Moon card. Could be more than one person involved, you know, Five of Wands. That's multiple people. So somebody's like, look, I found this out. You're dealing with these other people. Or I found that you're using magic. You know, for some, it's like a spouse trying to keep their person from leaving. And it's like somebody's like, it's like, I know you're doing this, and so we're not doing anything. But for a lot of people, this is going to be like a legit test result. We have the justice system there with Libra. Tell me about the test result. Eight of Wands reverse, Nine of Cups reverse, hasn't come in yet, and Nine of Wands reverse, and it looks like it could be related to like a one-night stand. So this is one of those things. It could be an STD test or pregnancy test. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to close out. Anything else? Karma. Karma is hitting for somebody, and then there's a person who's watching you who is about to come toward you because you're a healthy choice. What should Aquarius do with that person? Should Aquarius... Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you should let them put a ring on it. Maybe you don't know where it's going to go, but it actually looks pretty positive. So I feel like if someone is cleaning up their life, they're serious about it. They really are. Anyway, we're gonna close out with the Moonology card. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll be doing the Lionsgate reading. I'll be doing an eclipse reading, and the weekly reading. So, anyways, hope you guys have a great one. I love you all. I can't wait to be back part of the chat group. Anyway, hard work is paying off. Capricorn energy, emotions are running high. Okay, I feel like this eclipse is, all of this stuff building up is going to bring out some kind of change. And it says you and your loved ones are safe and surrendered to the divine. Well, someone is surrendering, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see you in your next reading, and namaste, my friends.